Hey guys, how's everybody doing? It's Francisco here. It's Boat Town Yacht Restoration. We out here in beautiful South Jacksonville. Beautiful day out. It's a good day to be working. So yeah, we out here. You know what we got right here, just inside of us is a beautiful 2019 Tiara 36. Very beautiful boat. So we're out here going to be doing a full detailed top coat restoration to the top. Well, actually a two-stage gel coat correction at the top. Very oxidized, very chalky. And the bottom here doesn't need too much work. It's plenty paint. So we're just going to do a one-step polish. But the whole purpose of this job kind of wants this boat not only corrected and looking good again, but he wants to also experience what this happened. Started a few years ago, but we saw, you know what, why not go live? We never been live before, so just give it a shot and see, if we can get some engagement, people to like what we're doing, see how we make boats great again, and the process behind it from start to finish. So I think it's very important that we do this, so viewers like yourself can see, what we do in the daily lives of professional detailers from start to finish. It's very important that people can see how we work and work that we put in. You can see from their end that it's not just washing the boat and waxing. It's more detailed. It's more thorough type of work that we do. So that's why we made this video so that viewers like yourself can see that whatever work that we put in, it's not just washing wax and pour for wax, it's just more detailed in what we do. So on the desk right here, so on this table, which is right here, all the different tools and compounds and polishes and chemicals that we're going to be using on this boat. Every boat is different, so every project requires different tools, different compounds, different pads. So we have everything already laid out here for you to see. Yes, it's a huge arsenal, but this is everything that we have to our for use. So from Rupes tools to DeWalt rotary heavy cut tools, the compounds, the polishes, the ceramic coatings, the pads. So everything that we're going to need here for this job is laid out on this table. So we have everything at hand. Now, the one that's holding the camera, Steve. I'm going to introduce Steve to you. He's my lead guy, Steve. He's been with me for a year now. Very good guy, hard-working guy. I wish I had more Steves. But I'll turn the camera around. I'll hold the camera, and Steve can introduce himself.
What's going on, guys? Steve, of course. Had a great time working with Francisco. Super professional, and definitely does some hardcore vetting of anybody working with him. So honored to be a part of the operation. So just going over some of the tools we have. Obviously, there's a lot here. We've got battery powered. We've got corded. Most of these that we're looking at is going to be dual action, so a little bit less aggressive. This one right here, forced rotation, which when you're getting into tight spots and corners, it will not stall out, which is important to maintain and get results polishing. Another dual action, we got battery powered if you don't want to be tethered by a cord, which can be challenging sometimes.
Annoying sometimes, yeah.
Cordless is usually better. And then we have our small polishers. So we got Adams and Rupes. So these get into really tight spots.
Where the bigger tools won't get to.
Yeah, real tight spots where bigger tools won't get. And they also have extensions that you can get in. They're really good for, let's say, like center console boats with all the controls you need to get in there. Another dual action, so there's different millimeters, 15 millimeter. We've got the big beast here. This is if you need to remove heavy oxidation. DeWalt's rotary, so this just turns in one direction. It doesn't oscillate back and forth. This
is a tool that you have to be very careful with, like very experienced in handling, because if you don't know how to use this tool, you can do a lot of damage. You can burn the gel coat, you can even damage yourself, because this cable gets wrapped around the head, you're in for a bad day. So this is a tool that you got to have really lots of experience using, because it could go wrong, very wrong, really quick.
Yeah, this is like driving a race car, basically. Gear driven, it's not going to stop. So
Yeah,
definitely need to
that's a tool you got to control it. Don't let it control you. This one you got to control.
Usually we're going to use this after we did sanding, or if there's just heavy oxidation. This is a white wool. There's different levels of wool. The other one would be yellow, which is a little bit lighter. But this definitely cuts off all that chalkiness that you get on the road.
Heavy oxidation.
And this is just another smaller one. You can see this extension here. This allows us to get in and around, let's say, like tow rails or any areas where it's going to be tight. And there's different size backing plates that the pads go on that you can use as well. So moving down here, we've got a couple different lights. So this one is really helpful in seeing oxidation. So this is used for gel coat correction, paint correction, especially on white boats. There's not many detailers out there that will use this. I'll just call it a day. Say the white gel coat looks great, but when you shine this on it, it's like having the sun shine wherever you need it to be. So even it's pretty surprising. Even when you think it looks great, there's still more that typically needs to be done. So we use this to get the oxidation out 100%.
Or to see the imperfections in the gel coat, or paint. Yeah.
Yeah, swirls, imperfections,
Scratches. Yes.
This light right here, it's similar, but it has a diffuser on it. So we're moving down here to our ceramic coatings. So once we apply our ceramic coatings and we're leveling them off with a microfiber, we can shine this light on there. Diffused light, it's really important to make sure that you remove all of the coating that doesn't need to be there. So basically, when you apply coating, it flashes and the solvents evaporate, and we want to remove any residue off of there so you don't have what's called high spots, which we can explain what that is down the road. But super helpful to have here.
Let's start with the compounds. So like the heavy cut. So this is the line of professional marine grade compounds that we use by Stark Yacht Service Technologies. Really good products. That's all we use. That's the heavy cut right there, the restructure. Heavy cut compound. That is used in combination with this tool right here. The heavy cut pad, white wool, with the rotary tool. This combination right here. Go ahead. Sorry to cut you across.
You're good. Yeah, so that was the heavy cut, and then we kind of move up in ranks. So Elevate, also by Stark, is a medium cut. So that's where potentially you wouldn't use a rotary, and you would move to like a dual action polisher with
one of these.
Maybe an orange foam. There's a multitude of different combinations you can use. So when we go out to a boat and we determine what steps we need to take, there's a lot of different testing and combinations that we do to make sure we are being as efficient as possible and getting out all the oxidation.
Once again, because every boat is different. No two boats are the same. So every boat requires a specific process, pads, tools, compounds, polishes, and the owner's choice of sealants, whether it's wax, polymer, or ceramic coatings. There's different flavors, but every boat is different, so every boat requires a different process.
Finish R is a hybrid finishing polish, so you can cut out a little bit heavier oxidation and defects, and the more you run it, there's little tiny abrasives in it that break down and kind of round out at a microscopic level, and it finishes out really smooth, so you don't have swirl marks essentially, or any collar graves. And then Triple P is a prep polish. It's silica based. This really fine tunes the surface, gets rid of any super minor imperfections after doing these steps leading up to this, and it also leaves a silica base or SiO2 base in preparation for the coatings which we have here.
For any kind of sealants.
Or sealants.
Yeah.
So, two different types of coatings here. They're all Stark Yacht Care.
You start with the Repel Pro. That's the base coat.
Yep, marine grade. So this is what we consider a base coat. So we always do 2 layers on boats because gel coat's super porous. So this helps fill in some of the pores, and then we layer it with the second one over here, which we're using liquid Kraken today, which is graphene based as well.
This one prevents water spots.
Yeah.
This one here, the liquid Kraken, prevents water spots, but this one here is a 9H coating. This is a hard coating. So once this coating is applied to the gel coat, it forms a glass-like barrier over the gel coat, preventing it from oxidizing. So this one is the key. This one is the base coat. This one has to go first, be applied first before the topper. But this one is super important than this one.
Yeah, so typically, all of this work with the polishers, different types of polishers, different steps to get to a perfect surface to apply your ceramic. And ceramic, typically we see in Florida anywhere from, I mean, if it's in full sun all day, it could be as little as 12 months if it's really just beat up by the sun, sitting in the water. Salt water is really corrosive. But I would say typically, what, 12 to, could be up to 2 years. It just depends on the situation.
Yeah, but you see this boat that we have here, this Tiara, you see where it's sitting? Nicely covered, had its own boathouse, its own cover. So once we ceramic coat this boat, as long as it stays on this cover, get more than 2 years in the coating.
Yeah.
2.5 at the most.
Yeah, it's out of the salt water.
Out of UV, out of the sun. Yes. Yeah. So after we ceramic coat, this boat is going to be protected up to, this is about 2 years, 2.5 before it has to be redone again. But yeah.
So we do the same prep work to apply sealants, which we don't have it here today, I don't believe, but it's all the same prep work. But today, on this job, we're applying ceramic, which could be up to 2 years in this situation, versus sealant, which could be twice a year that you have to reapply and do all the same prep work. So it's really just optimal to do the prep work, apply this, and in this situation, you know, we're potentially seeing up to 2 years of protection.
Yes. Yeah. So these are the different variety of pads. So this one here is this was like a medium. It feels kind of rough, so this would be like a cutting pad.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy, feels rough. This is also a cutting pad, but polishing, heavy polishing pads. These are for these are microfiber heavy cutting duty pads. And these are final finishing pads. These are the pads that we use to apply the Triple P with, so the finishing polish. So after all these steps, we use the Lake Country red finishing pad with the Triple P, or waxes or polymers.
And before Triple P, I forgot to mention,
yes,
we do use denatured alcohol to cleanse the surface of any residual oils.
Sterilize.
It's kind of like just like painters to do. Let's say you're painting a car, you need to have 100% clean surface, so we use that to strip the surface down as much as possible before we apply triple P. Once triple P goes on, we let it sit. Sometimes, 24 hours, depending on the situation, but it needs to be a minimum of an hour. And then you wipe off, and you can apply your ceramic or sealant directly after.
Yeah, the longer the triple P sits, the better, because this is the what you call it, the bonding agent for sealants, whether it's a polymer sealant or a ceramic coating. That's why we leave this product on longer than an hour. Sometimes a whole weekend. We come back on a Monday, we wipe it all off, and then we apply the ceramic coatings. But this is very important. We leave it on long because that's what we believe. We're not the wax on type of guys. We leave our products because a lot more, let's say, efficient, and we're giving the products a chance to work.
Yeah, you let it cure out there.
Yeah.
I mean, directions are a minimum of an hour, but we choose to go quite a bit longer.
Yeah,
than that.
yeah. So this is a whole arsenal of tools that we use, all professional grade, and this is what we're going to be using on this Tiara. Another very important tool that we equipment that we use is so we have this inflatable work platform. It's 10 by 6 feet, and we use this to work on the water. So it's the most sturdiest platform you can find in the market. It has ballast bags beneath it, one in each corner, to fill up with water, and it keeps the platform stable on the water surface. It's not like a surfboard on the water surface. Very stable. So we already have it prepped, ready to go. We're not going to use it today because we're going to focus our efforts on the top before we work our way down to the hull. But we have it prepped, ready to go. And what we're going to do once we're ready to use it, we're going to lower the lift, the dock, pull it under the walkway to the boat so we can work the front of the boat. That's right here. Because the lift only allows us to work up to here, that end. So that's why we're going to use the platform so we can work from the bottom. So having that equipment is very important in what we do. So yeah, folks. So we got about 5 minutes left. We can start grinding on this boat. So yeah, this is something that we plan to do every. It's just something that we're new, just trying out. A day in the life of a professional detailer. So we're just throwing some ideas, thinking about just trying to turn this into a season, like episodes, specific jobs. We'll do an episode at the beginning of the project, and then shoot another video at the end of that same project and call it one episode. So that's what we think we'll be doing episodes, like a series on specific projects. But yeah, Steve, you got anything to say?
No. I'm excited to get her looking beautiful and protected up to 2 years. So nice to meet you all.
So if anyone got any information from this video or anything that we can improve on, please text comments down below. Don't forget to check out our website. It's Aboard-Time Yacht Restorations at outlook.com. Sorry, that's email. It's Aboard-Time Yacht Restorations.com. We service from Daytona to Jacksonville, Northeast Florida. So yeah, if you guys got anything from this video, drop a comment, like, share, and we'll see you guys. We'll shoot another video when this project is done in a few days. So yeah, thumbs up, thanks for tuning in, and y'all have a good day.